Well, hello and welcome to another In Dust We Trust cast. I am Sud. Tonight I am joined by Anthal. Say hello, Anthal.
Hello, hello.
So, this is, I don't know, it would say for all the monies, I guess, in ECA. But anyways, we are on the first of the playoff games. And you know what that means? That means there's a chance for one of these teams to be promoted to IM.
That is correct. All the money should be going on to Industry Trust right now. They really crushed the ESEA Open Season 15-1. And they're up against Rent-A-Homies tonight, who kind of struggled a little bit and went 10-6.
Right. As you were explaining to me a little bit earlier, the roster for Rent-A-Homies is sort of strong and not so strong, so we have to look for sort of the MVPs as far as these guys go.
Yeah, absolutely. They have a really strong soldier lineup. Unfortunately, it looks like right now... Actually, he did make it in. Okay, Servo is probably their strongest player, and he plays pocket for them. And the roamer, of course, being Fusion. He's also pretty good. And we do have a sub in for, I believe, Shen? That is Goku Yu, and I have never heard of this guy. He's never played an ESA before, so I don't really know how he's going to perform.
Indeed, and probably not the most opportune time to be having to bring subs in, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know what the story is. I've never talked to this team before, but it does look like one of their main players is not playing tonight, so we'll see how that goes for them.
Well, we haven't seen any action from Industry Trust lately. They've been scrimming, of course, and keeping themselves just sort of up in prime, but the matches have been stopped just for a little while, just as we transition from the normal season into playoffs. But as I will just reiterate, whichever team wins this does have a spot waiting for them in IM.
I know Industry Trust and specifically Mumba are really looking forward to moving up. They've been scrimming IM teams all season long, and I believe in preparation for playoffs they were also scrimming IM, and it looks like we are going live, so...
Indeed. Well, best of luck to both teams here as we watch the Demo Man rollout on Snake Water, so we are going to probably expect some final point shenanigans. I'm excited to see whether or not there's going to be snipers played, because as we know, Industry Trust have 3 players that love to play sniper, so we're going to have to see how that turns out for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And we do have Knives and Goku on Scout. Master Crispy is the medic. Servo is the pocket. Fusion is the roamer, and Nomadic is the demo for Rent-A-Homies. And Indust is the medic. Darkstar and Mumbo are the scouts. Lunacide is the roamer. Beluster is the pocket, and Klepto is the demo for Industry Trust. And immediately, Lunacide and Fusion trading kills up at the top.
Yeah, Mumbo getting meat shot by a scout, but getting out of the fire. Really good survival there.
And there's a lot of pressure here on this Rent-A-Homies team as Industry Trust are moving forward and trying to push them out at this point. But it does cost Beluster his life as the Rent-A-Homies are backing out.
We do have a pocketed Kleptomaniac though, so this is going to be a pretty solid hold.
Yeah, that's because both soldiers did go down in that main engagement.
So right now we just have Mumbo and Darkstar peeking out of opposite windows there, just seeing where the weakness is going to be. Currently none shown.
And just putting out a little bit of chip damage, preventing those overheals from getting up to full. Oh, and a failed bomb in by Lunacide.
And
see if he'll try this again.
It does look like he's just holding back as Silly Billy gets himself back on the front line. I think Silly Billy's going to be the one more likely to go for a bomb in here.
Yeah, we'll have to see if they change it up a little. Kind of reeled in Beluster. He was played a little bit aggressive, sometimes to his own detriment in the regular season.
Yeah, it's really, really hard to show. Like, sometimes it can just be like an organic thing. You're just not into the mode that night, and, you know, but normally it would be good to your strategy to do it. Execution is everything.
And Lunacide does bomb in and does get the pop off. So now you will see Industry just holding back, waiting for that Uber to end, and then popping in themselves. Master Crispy almost going down there, too. Very low on health.
This is really just classic Industry Trust. Able to trust in Lunacide so much to be able to get that pop. And now Billy going in, putting some pressure on the enemy soldier. Gets the Uber, gets popped to a really bad spot, though.
It still worked out for his team. He was able to give a little flash over to Klepto there. pretty much saved his life as that one soldier was bombing in, trying to take it.
Yeah, we're not seeing any off-class going into the final point here, so this is going to be standard 6v6.
And Indus has to be a little careful over there. He took a little too much spam over in the corner.
Yeah, he does have to be careful. One more rocket, and that's the end of him. So he does have a nice defensible spot, though. Hard for anyone to get in up behind him.
You can see Indus building their Uber. They're gonna probably go for a pick. They'll probably suicide in either Lunacide or one of their scouts. Probably not to do anything too crazy, but just so they can come up sniper or heavy or something like that.
Yeah, the lull in the action does show that there's a heavy there. Both teams have their Ubers, so we're just waiting to see who's going to pop first. Looks like Indus We Trust is looking to make a pop or happen here.
Yeah, that's Darkstar going in. Does get a kill on the suicide. And Lunacide going in for just a little bit more help. But since they did get 2 kills, it looks like Indus We Trust are just going to go for it.
Darkstar just running in and forcing a pop there after he got a meat shot on the medic. This is not looking good for the opposite team here.
No, not at all. What was originally going to be a suicide actually just turned into a push, and then just 1-0 for Indus We Trust.
Rentaho's just pretty much that was just a textbook way of how to play Snakewater. They're absolutely flawless in their strategy. As far as Indus We Trust goes, anyways. Rentaho's could have probably benefited from a little bit more execution, a little bit more DM there.
Yeah, they really have to learn to deal with this aggression as this next round comes in play.
Especially when it pertains to their medic. Basically, one soldier bombing in, forcing a pop, it's such a huge disadvantage.
And Darkstar and Klepto immediately going down in this original mid-fight.
Mumble getting...
Not a whole lot of health on Indus We Trust either. They're going to have to back out and give up this point.
Yeah, Mumble getting absolutely lit there now. He's the only one left to build with Indus. So there's that DM that we were looking for in Rentahose.
Indus We Trust went a little aggressive up on the top, and a pop has been forced. So both teams just kind of staring at each other in this lobby area.
Yeah, Servo getting the much superior pop there, just going in and making a Indus pop, and wow, this is wow. That's all I can say. I'm speechless.
He paid with his life, and as I said, he is kind of the linchpin of this team. So losing him this early is probably not going to be good for them.
Yeah,
Indus We Trust are going to have to make something happen to capitalize on this.
Well, he was just like balls deep into there, and he just got focused on by 4 people, and then the whole push just fell apart. Darkstar is going to snipe, and Lunacide is going to NG.
I think there was a little bit of an overextension on Servo's part, and he almost gets picked by Darkstar.
Yeah, Darkstar hitting the headshot, but the soldier does have 200 health, so that's not going to be a kill.
Yeah, but as I was saying, I think it was a little bit of an overextension. They did have the better pop, so I think he was looking to get that med so they could just push right into last, but with the rest of Indus We Trust coming back up and spawning, it wasn't really a good idea.
Another headshot on the soldier there. And Bill getting himself killed.
Servo's got to watch his head over there.
Well, especially now that Darkstar's had a chance to charge up there, the next shot will be fatal if he sticks his head out like that. Well, here we go. We have the Uber popped. Both teams going in, making a mad dash for the point. The sentry gun is actually going to be a factor this time. Don't see that very often.
Yeah, that sentry lasted a very long time. Homie Serena going to have to back out, look out a little bit here. That Uber did not go their way.
Yeah, Mumbo killing the scout there, choosing not to push in versus the demo medic pocket. He could get behind them now, though, if he was to run real fast. He has them in his sights, but he is going to play it safe.
Lunacide was actually able to take out that scout as he was retreating, and he's going in for the medic right now. And Indus We Trust able to cap that second point while it's in contention.
Yeah, but they're losing a lot of people doing it. And Mumbo doing the passive scout thing. Going to give Indus a little something to build on, though. Extra Crispy does have the superior Uber. We do have time for a heavy on Lunacide, though. Loses all of his health, though.
Yeah, Red Homie's just coming right in. They didn't even have Uber yet. They just got it right now. They just called. Indus We Trust just called as well, so we're going to have an Uber exchange. Indus We Trust has a much better Uber right now, but 2 people hiding over there in that pipe. They're looking for this cap.
This is crazy. Darkstar making a desperate bid to just stop this. Wow, that was a really, really good play from Rentahose. They absolutely got someone in there fast. Industry Trust not expecting it whatsoever. The heavy got trivialized by chip damage from a soldier standing on top of the truck. Couldn't contribute anything to that fight.
There's now 1-1. Industry Trust and Rent-A-Homie is tied.
Oh, Rent-A-Homie's certainly showing us that they're into it.
Rent-A-Homie's looking for this high ground. Lunacide bombing in, trying to get a play on that medic, and is able to get the pick.
And Bill also getting right up into their face there, but getting taken out by the focused fire of 3 people.
There's now 2 scouts on the demo versus a soldier and a scout. And Darkstar going down to that errant rocket from Servo.
Yeah, Mumbo and Klepto having a big health advantage over Goku and Servo, so it's going to be a... Well, they're gonna try and defend it there. Goku getting shredded, though. Goku coming in from the flank there, takes Mumbo out with pistol chip.
Yeah,
and down goes Klepto. Wow, big, huge loss there from Industry Trust, giving up the whole middle.
Yeah, I didn't even think they, actually, I thought they had the cap there, but I guess they didn't.
Well, it was Demo and Scout versus Scout and Soldier, and well, the Scout and Soldier took it.
So Industry Trust back at their second, trying to build that Uber up just a little bit faster, but it looks like the charges are about even. Both teams now fully up.
A little bit of spread on Industry Trust here, just putting some stickies down on the floor, preventing access. Bill spamming at the medic there. Gets some spam right back. Oh, early pop there from Rentahose. Way superior counter pop.
And now Rent-A-Homie's all over there in that yard in front of the point. Probably not a good place for them to be, with Klepto being such a good spam whore with those stick launchers.
Yeah, for sure. He's getting lots of damage in there, and they're very clustered. Now the dogs are running in. We got Mumbo and Darkstar pushing hard.
And down goes Servo. Should be a pretty easy cleanup for the rest of Industry Trust, as they are all alive, but not really looking good in health right now.
That's
but it is just Goku left alive.
Because it's practically a wipe. The medic is getting caught out there and popped up in the air. Dead. A nice turnaround by Industry Trust.
And now Darkstar looking for this final kill on the scout. And some backup does come in for him, and he is able to push him out to last.
Well, we definitely are on the final point here. Let's see if there's going to be some off-classing. We do have the heavy. We had an engineer for a second, but they... oh, no. Industry Trust way too aggressive for them to field an NG. The heavy is going to be completely taken down there by Lunacide. Is bombing... Well, actually, no, he's still alive, but Lunacide did bomb someone successfully. Chaos
Just
on the
2
point.
people left alive here for Industry Trust. They are going to try and go for the cap anyways.
Huge kleptomaniac moves here. Oh, is he going to get the medic? No, he's not.
And that mech has a sliver of health left. Just down to about 60 HP.
Lunacide's going to be doing a little bit of a desperate play here. He's not going spy to move up. In fact, he's going spy to get that pick. That extra crispy has a huge uber advantage here. Let's see what Lunacide could do with this. He's had great success.
Sniping over there on their right side, but the Uber is now up for Rent-A-Homies, and they're going to try and push out with it.
This is going to be a tight spy play here if Lunacide could pull it off. He's got a chance on the demo here. He's going to probably take this demo. Yeah, that's a pretty easy demo. There we go. We have a backstab on the demo, and the pop is out. That pop's going to be completely inferior because of the loss of the demo.
Yeah, but Industry Trust don't quite have their Uber yet, so that's going to be a second-point loss. And Lunacide, once again, looking for a second pick, but he was spotted out by the spy, or the scout.
Yeah, double scouted, so he's down. But that's alright, he needed to die anyway, so he could just pick a non-pick class. So we do have a fight going on in the mid here, though. Mumbo versus a scout. Mumbo getting a meat shot in, but also getting meat shot himself.
Yeah, Knives has to be careful over there. That's now both scouts down for Rent-A-Homies.
And oh, looks like
Servo
Indust
and Fusion going down too.
Indust having the pop though, so that's going to be their uber advantage gone.
Yeah, but I think it was worth it to keep the medic in the. Was that their demo alive?
Well, yeah, definitely, but I mean, that's just really unfortunate that they will not have that available for the final point now. We do have Endust going in with, looks like Lunacide, though, so let's see what happens here. Mumbo air-shotting a soldier.
And Knives is over here trying to get some good damage out onto Indust.
Mumbo gets taken down by the enemy scout. Bill having to fall back with Endust, not liking this because Extra Crispy does have his Uber.
And here comes the bomb in by Servo. And the Uber is popped for Rent-A-Homies. They're using it to force Indust We Trust out back to their middle point.
And it's doing just that. Servo looking for a jump in here, but gets absolutely deflected and gets taken out by
Mumbo's going down
Lunacide.
early. There is still a soldier over in that kitchen area, and he is taken down pretty quick.
And Lunacide goes down
Good
as
rock
well.
from Luna.
We have Darkstar and Indus, so it looks like the action's just going to go right back onto that second point there. No Uber required. That one's a freebie.
So Indust We Trust have about a 25% advantage. And it looks like they're just going to try and go in without it again.
Well, it certainly worked once for the Rent-A-Homies, but oh, Klepto getting taken out by a long-range sticky by Nomadic.
I believe that's also a bomb in by Servo to help clean that damage up. And Rent-A-Homies playing really aggressive, sending a scout and a soldier into the yard. Now Fusion and Servo both down, so just 2 scouts up capping this point.
The scouts are successful in taking that point, although Indust We Trust are right back on it. We have the Indust
So
Uber being
Indust We Trust
popped.
have popped their Uber. Rent-A-Homies don't quite have it yet. They need to get that medic to die immediately. And there is the counter pop from Rent-A-Homies with Bill Lester going down.
Yeah, Indust popping that way too early. Lunacide waddling in as a heavy, too. Very, very scattered, fragmented Uber. Didn't do nothing.
I believe they popped in because they're afraid of a sticky trap when walking into lobby. And they're hoping to get really aggressive in on that last point, but it just seemed like the rest of the team was all over the place.
Yeah,
Not quite
for
ready
sure.
for that Uber push.
We do have Lunacide going to be the just keeping up as heavy here, so he's going to be sort of the wall that's going to be on the second point there. Scouts try to capture it. I do like offensive heavies, so they can put out a lot of damage if they can get in close, so we're going to just see what happens here. It looks like we got a little bit of spam from Bill. Bill getting a really aggressive here, getting the Uber, though, not having anything loaded in his rocket launcher, though. This is going to hurt. Bill making the counter pop happen, but it's just such an inferior counter pop, or rather an inferior Uber that they had.
And now Lunacide going down, and Indust following not too long after.
Yeah, that's definitely not how to take points. So both scouts having to run away at red
Oh,
health.
but Darkstar getting some cleanup
Oh my
there.
god, a triple, a 3-kill there on red health by Darkstar. And Mumbo eats a rocket.
I think that's going to force... Oh,
Bill all over that
Bill
medic!
going in for the
No, oh!
medic pick.
Bill gets nailed by the medic!
That's going to give them a pretty huge advantage, actually.
Damn, Bill. Bill could have been a hero there, but he pulled the Charlie Brown and tried to kick the football and instead ended up on the back of his head.
Lunacide going in for the drop-down play. Since they are about a 50% disadvantage right now.
Well, Knives is sniping, so Knives has seen Lunacide coming in and decided to go back to skip. We have Extra Crispy going in here with his Uber, though, just ready to pop it any second now. Holding that Uber, there it goes. Servo getting the Uber.
And even with a huge 50% advantage, they squandered away their time, and Indust We Trust are able to pick up their own Uber and are using it to try and clean up this point right now.
Yeah,
But
that's
Indust going down.
still a really good...
So
This,
good.
this could be a final point capture here if they're able to get enough on the final point there.
It is 5-on-3 with no medic up for Rent-A-Homies. They need to kill a heavy, a scout, and a demo. And
Unfortunately,
Darkstar trying to go for the point. Did get some time on.
yeah, not enough people there on the final point, and Mumbo just getting to the front here. Mumbo trying to be sneaky. Mumbo not sneaky at all. Mumbo gets taken out.
But he was able to get a med pick, and that's going to be pretty huge since In Dust was back not healing anybody for quite a while.
Oh wow, he actually did get the med pick there. That shotgun, just as he was getting rocketed to the face, did hit home. That's gotta really suck for Rent-A-Homies because there's 4 people there that could have dealt with Mumbo, and he gets the pick anyways.
So it's about a 60% advantage. We're still in the 3rd round.
Oh, Bill sending a soldier into the sky there. Down comes the soldier and craters.
Probably not what Fusion wanted to see. So now Industrial has huge Uber advantage right now, so they're going up against a soldier
No,
demo.
it's a Kritzkrieg advantage. We have Klepto going in with crit stickies.
And that was both soldiers down right now. And the medic follows, followed by the scout, and just a soldier left alive. A soldier and a scout, I'm sorry. And that is going to be a round for Indust We Trust. 2-1 over Rent-A-Homies.
Gigantic medic plays that round from Indust We Trust. Great Ubers. Smart Kritzkrieg switch there.
Yeah, with both soldiers down, that was basically just a clue for them to say, hey, their soldiers are carrying. We need to go in and make something happen.
Well, nothing makes things happen like crit stickies.
So neither team really making anything happen on this mid-fight right now. Industry Trust trying to get some high ground and just forced off twice now. So both teams just kind of fighting low and not really getting any damage out.
This is the most non-committal mid-fight I've ever seen.
But Knives and Fusion do eventually go down to Industry Trust. And the
Billy
bomb
down
by Servo is able to take out Bill, with Lunaside able to clean up Goku in return. So Rent-A-Homies are going to back out with Servo and Nomadic, their pocket and demo.
And Beautiful Flies Mumbo will get the cap.
And Indust just wasting no time at all, just coming right in. It could cost Indust his life. He has to pop just to survive against Servo.
Yeah, that's a lot of aggressive there, and a lot of aggression. And Extra Crispy has a free Uber here they can use to push them out. Oh no, Extra Crispy popping. Let's see what he can do with this here. We have the demo moving in. We have a bomb in from the soldier. And Indust We Trust deflecting it fairly well, but they did lose Lunaside and Klepto in that.
Yeah, but Knives and Servo both being down, and Darkstar getting a big pick on that medic there.
Good work, Darkstar.
They might think twice and try and come back in.
Well, this is going to be
There's
great.
no medic up.
Yeah, and we have Indust with 65%. This is going to be huge.
And a full team, but Servo looking to make something happen by jumping up into Saw, almost costs him life.
So it may, well, he does get to the health kit just in time, and he's moving right back to that medic there. The smart play, is, if you ask me.
So as Industrious do finally get their Uber, they're going to use it to push into this lobby, leave the rest of their team over to cap that final point.
Yeah,
that second point, I should say.
And the pop has been already done for Industry Trust. Silly Billy going in here looking for medic, but and medic does go flying somewhere.
Able to take out the med, and Servo is down as well.
Oh, Silly Billy, nice play.
So with their pocket and medic down, Industrious just going to try and slow push this in. But Klepto thinks twice and backs out with the rest of his team.
Well, that's just going to be that's going to be another free
huge
Uber
advantage.
Yeah, another free Uber for Industry Trust. They could completely reset this fight, no problem. Knives going to be sniper. Let's see what he can do here. He's got a clear shot on Billy, Lunaside, but no, that was Bill. The Devil Horns is Bill. The Indian headdress is Lunaside.
But there's probably only about 8 minutes left in this half.
Oh, Mumbo's standing there, almost takes a headshot from Knives. Oh man.
So now Indust just using their Uber to pop right in, and Indust goes flying up in the air. He's looking for somebody else to pop in behind him. They're trying to focus down this heavy, who does go down. See you later, Goku. Servo not long for this world either. Extra Crispy going down, Nomadic going down. Fusion just trying to save this point, and it's now 3-1 for Industry Trust over Rent-A-Homies.
Carnage on the point, taking a little bit of a deuter there. See you later, dog.
So that is half. It's now 3-1 for Industry Trust over Rent-A-Homies.
Industry Trust looking really good here. Well on the way to becoming a part of IM here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Darkstar playing just an amazing game today with a frag of 45. That triple kill he got earlier, very impressive.
And I'm not sure if this Industrial Trust team knows that Servo is the biggest threat, but he's just getting shut down left and right. Like, he'll get a bomb in trying to get a pick on a medic or something, and just get popped on and immediately destroyed by 3 or 4 other people.
Well, that's certainly, as a team, they've coordinated well, and that focused fire, it's just like you instantly die.
Yeah, meanwhile, Industrial Trust are bombing in Darkstar, Mumbo, Lunacide, Bill, and just able to get like a pick or 2 or 3 off before finally dying.
Yeah, that's one of the most things incredible about that is the consistency in which they're doing that. There's almost no wasted bomb ins. It's just insane.
And there's been a lot of really good medic picks with those bomb-ins too. It's really made sure that Industrial Trust have had a really good Uber advantage that they can keep. Even though that second round was a huge back and forth, probably lasting about 15 minutes.
Yeah. Well, that'll be snake water for you. You're gonna see that no matter what. But I mean, just like it's not boring. That's the part I love about these two particular teams. There's no boring, just sit there do nothing moments. They're pushing in even when they don't have Uber.
And we are into the second half. As a reminder, the teams have switched sides, so Industrial Trust are now on red with Rent-A-Homies over on the blue team, and Knives is the first casualty of the second half. Fusion not following long after.
Silly Billy jumping in here.
And Nomadic and Servo really low on health as Industrial Trust are pushing in, trying to clean up all these kills. Extra Crispy, the medic does go down.
Absolutely
so it's going to be a good round for Industrial Trust. And once again, you saw Servo trying to get that bomb in on the medic. Indust, knowing he was low on health, and was just focus fire down real quick.
Well, it's just like the medic as well. Like the medic caught out a little bit there, trying to heal someone that's falling back. That split moment of weakness, like 4 people are shooting at your medic, he's dead instantly.
We gotta watch out. There is a scout behind Indust. That's gonna force the pop. So good play by Knives there.
Knives doing work for his team, getting that early pop there and solidifying a Uber advantage of a little bit, 20%. We're going to see just unbridled aggression here, though. They're going in. Indust we trust, shooting at that heavy there, missing most of his shots. Bill down, bit of a casualty there, but we do have spam on the point. Let's see what Klepto can do here. Oh man, Klepto getting all kinds of exploding things going on here. Oh man, pills, and that is the round.
So it's now 4-1 for Industrial Trust over Rent-A-Homies. As I was going to say, like, yeah, that was a really good force by Knives, but Fusion tried to follow up his damage even though it was already popped. So it took him down too. So that was just 4 on 6 with no Uber for either side. That's not something you want to do on Snake.
Yeah, Industrial Trust just bloodthirsty tonight. Absolutely in prime shape.
And Knives getting a really early kill on Klepto.
Lunacide taking out the medic.
Yeah, but Bill and Lunacide going in and able to clean up 2 more kills. So this is almost a wipe. Just a
that is
a wipe for Rent-A-Homies.
Wow, just absolute. I don't know. That's like a freaking pub server slaughterfest.
Yeah, after a really early kill on Klepto, they figured they could go in and just clean up, but Industrial Trust showing that they don't need their demo to really make those kills happen. So now a huge Uber advantage for Industrial Trust. Full life up on everybody. We're going to see the offensive heavy come up.
Yeah, we had like Rent-A-Homies are on notice. This is their last chance, and this is their last point. This shit's about to get real here. This is for a shot at being in IM.
We do have a level 2 sentry up on the right side as Industrial Trust have popped in. That sentry is taken out super quick. The heavy not really in a good position.
Terrible
he doesn't have eyes on the point right now.
Bill taken out by a scout.
Just chipping away the health of Rent-A-Homies.
Oh man, that is just absolutely nasty. We have Lunacide, Klepto, and Darkstar up. We only have Servo up. Servo is going to have to carry his team. Servo getting chipped down, having to relent this point, and down he goes. That is the game. Industrial Trust are an IM team. Congrats.
That was a really good play by Servo. He did manage to take out 2 of the 3 players there. Kind of redeemed himself in that second half, but it just wasn't enough.
Absolutely crazy, man. Like, Industry Trust, those final 2 rounds, just absolutely possessed.
Yeah, really well played by Industry Trust. After getting stopped hard in the second round, they came back and just showed their aggression, showed that they really meant business and they were an IM team, and just kind of floored it over Rent-A-Homies.
And indeed, we have the final stats here. Industry Trust triumphing over Rent-A-Homies 5-1.
It's a really good, really well played game by Industry Trust.
Absolutely, and congrats to Industry Trust on becoming an IM worthy team, even though they've been that for a long time, but it's official now.
And actually really well played by Rent-A-Homies, too. Should not be counted out, and really a team to look at next season.
Yeah, like, Rent-A-Homies didn't make any huge metagame mistakes. They were just outgunned, really. I mean, look at the absolute huge point spreads. Like, Darkstar, rather, just going absolutely huge on the kill streaks. You know, like, just a ton of damage from Klepto, ton of damage from Bill, ton of... like, there's nobody that didn't do a ton of damage on Industry Trust. Unfortunately, on Rent-A-Homies there, we do see a little bit, like, Rent-A-Homies doing great damage numbers as well themselves, but looks like Knives was just not having the game he wanted tonight, being significantly lower than everyone else.
And Goku, their stand-in, who only ever played one other game in ESEA, and that was this demo, had the highest kill-to-death ratio for Rent-A-Homies.
Well, sometimes, you know, we had actually seen an example of that earlier. You bring in a sub, and suddenly the sub's playing as if he was just a member of the team, you know?
Yeah, this could have been the plan all along. They did have 2 weeks in between the end of regular play and the playoffs. So for all we know, Goku has been playing with them for those 2 weeks, but best of luck to Rent-A-Homies next year.
For sure. Are they actually out of the playoffs, or are they just in losers brackets?
I think they are in the losers bracket.
Okay, so they got another shot at it. So hopefully maybe they can pull up their pants there and just make something of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So look.
And as I think this might be the first favored team to win in playoffs. There were some earlier upsets last night, I believe.
Yeah, I was about to ask you, what are we looking forward to here as playoffs progress? What exactly are Industry Trust fighting for here?
It's really hard to say this early. We'll probably know more of the next few hours.
Well, I do know
who they're up against next.
Well, as far as teams, yes, but like, what is the payout? I know that there's going to be a cash prize if they are able to run away with number one.
It's not much. It's like $600 to the team.
Yeah, it basically pays the fees. However, is their status in IM going to be affected depending on how well they do in the playoffs?
No. Everyone just makes playoffs or doesn't, or makes IM or doesn't. As long as you win the game and open, you are invited to IM. And there's a good number of teams that actually don't accept just because they know they're not quite ready.
All right, well, that was just a great match. No boring moments. Great for Snakewater. You know, there was no turtles. I just love the inclusion of going in when there was no Uber available. Some really odd-looking heavy plays there for sure. Any other final thoughts you got, Anthal?
Looks like Industry Trust are going to be playing Getting Cozy next week. It's right now scheduled for the 19th, but it'll probably be rescheduled for later in the week.
And
so both teams have a little bit more time to prepare.
That'll definitely be a rematch, as they have played Getting Cozy already in the normal season.
Yeah, that's right. And Getting Cozy did lose 5-0. So, and that was on Granary.
Well, indeed. Congratulations, Industry Trust, on making your IM slot, and we will be, of course, covering these playoff games as they happen. I am Sud, and I've been joined by Anthal.